All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Set up, 60 Pittsburgh.
Left tight end. Everyone's got four down.
A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
General West. Hey, exit.
Line's 50. Pick it up. Pick it up.
On.
2nd and 6. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
First down, Cardinals.
Set. 30 base. Leo. Beat him.
They run with Spiller. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Beck. Open man is Kirk, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Hey, Orville.
26 Mike. Watch QB's up.
Back to throw. Beck. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Come on, set. 10-2, son.
I'm coming for you, son.
Hit it.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
I hope you brought your rush because I'm about to take you to school.
Man.
Rush in.
Get it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. This will be fielded at the 17. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Looking to throw. Back. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Buzz.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home. Bang, bang.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet.
They run with Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
That's good for the Colts. 1st down.
Deep rip.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Rock it. Ready.
Finding some room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
80 weapons.
Hey, we got a seal. Check right.
Hey, seam 6.
He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Spiller. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. I got him.
Bravo.
26 Mike. Hey.
Get it.
From the gun, Beck. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be... Incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Hey, Charlie. Hey, lock it. Shoot.
Here's 2nd and 8. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Hey, Wahoo. X3, 218, chopper.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Second and 1. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hatchet, hatchet.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This is third and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Shift, shift.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Now here's Gaberooni54's as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it second and 12.
Set, 15, line, 15 line. Hey, Delta.
26 mark.
Operating from the gun. Back. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
This is Spiller. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Spiller. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Ready, set, protein, spill. Go.
He's coming. Double up.
Get it.
Now they try the right side here. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
26 mark. They can't handle that. 26 mark, 26 mark.
On 3rd down, Beck. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Check 6-6, pull it high.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Jacobs there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hurry, hurry. Ready.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Beck. This one caught by Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 52 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, dude. Don't get nervous.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
26 Mike, 20.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Back. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
26 Mike, 26.
Hey, exit.
To throw on 3rd down. Beck. And he comes back with one complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
Check 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They'll run for it with Spiller. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. I got one. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
On 1st and 10, Beck. That ball complete to Isabella. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. I'm coming.
From the gun, Beck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 77 yards as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He's got daylight past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. 74 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch that in. Watch that in.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Get it.
2nd and 4. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's our time.
Go, go. Go.
They're going to look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On the ready.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up,
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, Charlie.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let's go, let's go.
Big grip,
Operating from the gun. Beck. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 31-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Out, 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 out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, tight down, tight
Go.
down. He's checking. Crash. Check 31, check 31.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 52.
Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Roll out. Fight.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd.
Hey, wahoo. Now.
From the gun, Beck. His throw caught right around the 6. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll give to Spiller, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Protein spell.
2nd and 10. Campbell making the catch. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all play.
General West.
Check 15. Check 15. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on. Switch it. Undercrunch. Undercrunch. Undercrunch.
They'll set up to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 67 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Hey, Delta.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mark 55, Mark 55.
Ready? Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Bring it. Bring it.
Check 99.
Throwing on 1st down. Back. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 13 yards out. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Fielded about a yard deep. And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 20.
Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one into the hands of Burton. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A nice gain of 21 yards. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Let's go.
Here's Hines. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. From 3 yards out, and the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. He'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Point after, right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Beck. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Yo, shit.
Operating from the gun. Beck. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start on the ground with Hines, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
90 Wolf.
You can't block me. Mike 9.
61. Matchbox lights.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms, because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
Hey, exit.
Back to throw now on first down. Ball's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Mike 20.
They'll look to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
On the double.
The Colts on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey, orbit. 20. Come on. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
No. Check. Fresno.
Recon, 132 fighter. Buzz.
Mike 20.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
64. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Hey, here we go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Go. Hit it.
Looking to throw on second down. Beck. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that, and even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Able to find Isabella. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, they run it with Spiller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
Let's go. 30 base.
Let's get it. Check 26. Check.
Hey, lock it.
It's a safety crease.
Shoot.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check. Lucky.
Rock it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On the ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Sam off.
Check 4.
Ready.
Now back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Ready, ready.
Mike 20.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go, D.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Curly.
Fire.
Out of the gun now on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Now.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Colts' 46-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Arizona, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back